What's up, everybody? HTG Brian here, and we are live. It is the last day of the month, which means it's time to do our game break. Now, this is way different than what I'm used to. As you guys know, I've been streaming an awful lot lately. Sorry about that feedback. But I don't have my headphones on, so I get like the echo off my monitors and the wall. Like, it's kind of crazy. But hey, we've been hanging out in the old chat arena. That's right, we've got the premiere set up, which allows everybody to kind of hang out and chat it up. And we started things off with Harry Potter and Batman fan chatting it up. And then guess what? Harry Potter dropped a $3.99 super chat. And then we continued with Auntie, Todd, Ravi, Rob, Tina, Wolfie, some more Harry. Nick showed up. Jackson's here. Wolfie again. Let's see. We got a bunch of you. Who else is here? Nick, Gray. I'm probably repeating some. Mango, Stewart, Zach, Harry. What's up, guys? What is up? First off and foremost, welcome back. You know, without you guys, the viewers, we wouldn't be here doing what we do, and we appreciate you guys. Obviously, we love making content for you guys. We hope you guys like watching it, and based by you guys showing up and your comments and whatnots, we think you guys are on the same page with us. We opted to do our game break at a different time this week because I wanted to make sure others would have a chance to show up. And although I am acknowledging, you know, Zach, Wolves, Extremist, Seaman, Manuel, a bunch of you that are showing up, I want to make sure that we know that I'm going to go ahead and say hello to you guys as you show up and take off. But we're going to get to hanging out and all the questions and all that after we get through my list, which isn't very long. There is kind of some ups and there's definitely some downs. So I kind of want to move along through some of this quicker than usual. But we'll get to that in a hot second. As you can see by our live countdown there, we are getting pretty stinking close to our main goal right now, which is 100,000 subscribers. Basically, we've got 98,461, which we've had quite the jump from our last stream on Friday when we were a lot lower than that. And we actually had kind of a dip on stream, and we might have one of those on this stream as well. But we're at 98,500 almost. We're pacing right along to hit that 100,000 mark right around the first week, or maybe the first weekend or second week of May. So that's pretty awesome, and we hope to cross that line and keep on keeping on, as we like to say. So let's see here, what's been going on? It's the weekend. It's beautiful here in Salem, Oregon. I'm representing one of my buddy's t-shirt companies here, Organism. Definitely check them out. They've got a lot of stuff that represents the Pacific Northwest, Oregon specifically. Pretty cool stuff. Adam, what's up? We are doing well out here. We went and saw Grandma today. As you guys, most of you guys know, we go and visit, well, it had been my grandparents, but we are visiting my grandma now. This is unfortunate news, and like I said, this is kind of one of those topics that I kind of want to just move through, but I wanted to acknowledge this. I wanted to kind of spread the word so everybody knows, because I still get people asking me a lot, you know, how's your grandpa doing and stuff like that. I'm sad to report that on March 9th, old Gramps, he passed away. He had Parkinson's and some other stuff going on, and you know, the last couple of weeks were pretty rough. Sad to see him go and all of that, of course. He was like a second dad to me. Some of you know the whole story, some of you don't, but you know, they took me in when I needed to at 15 years old, and they took over kind of raising me until I was old enough to move out on my own. So you know, losing him was a pretty big deal. But rest in peace, Gramps. You're no longer suffering, and hopefully he's out there watching. So all right, moving along from that. We also had a kind of an ongoing saga. Now, this started back in October. This is very different than what we were just talking about. But and some of you guys have seen this picture and kind of know the story, but I want to kind of catch everybody up. We have actually been suffering from some skunk attacks. Not only in the physical form of digging under our house, making noise, scratching under our floorboards and such, but also skunking and spraying and making it really hard to hang out in the house, especially when a couple of weeks ago or months ago when this all started, it was in the low teens temperature-wise. We had highs of like 35, 36, so couldn't really air out the house with the doors and stuff. But, you know, we did actually, we thwarted their plans to go under the house right there. And we blocked all that off. You can see we had already kind of attempted to block that path off. It did not work. They still made it under there, but we got on the front side and we blocked that off. Eventually, we had to hire a trapper. And as some of you guys probably saw, we had some success. It happened to be the same day that my grandfather passed, so it was kind of a, like I said, in a roller coaster of a day, because we woke up and saw that, and shortly after we got the calls. So you win some, you lose some. Definitely an eventful day, though, March 9th was. It actually happens to be one of my best friend's birthdays, too, so it was just kind of a crazy roller coaster ride of emotions. Some of you guys saw this update on Facebook. There was some sort of conflict with the audio and the video matching up, which was really weird because I just recorded it from my video or my phone, and even my phone, when I watch it, something was off, so I don't know what was going on there. But I just walked out, kind of showed you guys when it was live and we had the skunk in the trap, but I started with the picture, so you guys got to see that. Here in a second, I flip the camera around and I show you that we actually caught that bad boy. I guess I'm behind. I'm watching the live stream now. I already watched it. Sorry. But we also caught a couple of possums. We've had them all taken out and dealt with. For those of you who don't know, essentially the way it works, you can't trap and relocate, at least not in Oregon. There are laws against that. Big fines, too. You can be fined a lot of money if you catch and release something like that. And it's mainly due to diseases and such. So, you know, we had to pay somebody to come and deal with them. I won't go into full details, but it's not pretty. But yeah, so as it sits, we believe the skunks are gone. We think. We don't know for sure. Now, as it sits, too, it's mating season. And it's quite possible that what we caught was the male skunk and that the female skunk is still under our house. However, it's been 3 weeks and we haven't smelled, seen, heard anything. So I think we are good. Let's see here. Who's Ravi? What's up? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, we're hoping that that's it, because every animal we have to pay for, and it's not cheap, and it's, you know, plus we have to pay for the cages to get. So it's been a quite expensive ordeal. But the reality of it is we should have probably solved that sooner than we did. Just because we could have avoided being skunked. I think the grand total, I could be wrong, and Reese, if you're down there in the chat listening, and Mom's there too, you guys could maybe correct me. I think we've been skunked since October. I think we've been sprayed 11 times. 11. And they do it under the house, so like it gets in through the ducting. You turn the heater on and it blasts like skunk, and I don't really hate the smell of it, but I definitely am over it. Over it. All right, so moving right along. Next up, I wanted to talk. So first of all, I apologize. There's kind of a catch-22 situation here. As you guys know, I love to have visuals for you, so I have something to talk about and show you at the same time. That's going to happen, except for it's not quite new stuff. It's kind of a repeat of some old stuff, but there's a reason for it. So as you guys know, I've been slowly making my way through the Lego Movie 2 video game. There isn't a ton of help needed for this game, so essentially we've just kind of been taking our time with it. We've been focusing on the streams. As you guys know, my grandfather passed away, so I definitely focused on some family time for a solid week. You know, and there's been other things going on around that as well. So I wanted to let you guys know, though, that we are expecting Lego Movie 2 DLC, and we've been hit up by Warner Brothers and offered early access. So we don't know the date. I just found this out on either Thursday or Friday, so I assume that maybe Tuesday we would get it. I haven't seen any other channels get it. Usually there's some people that are a little bigger than us that get a little bit earlier access, and I have not seen that service yet. So my guess is it's probably going to be next week, but it's supposed to be early April is what the email said to me from Warner Brothers. So again, this is footage that you've already seen from one of our free roam videos. I'm sure you can figure out which one it is, but essentially we're going to be getting that DLC and putting that out. Now, at the same time, we still have a handful of videos. I think we have 7 videos left that will entail the purple or masterpiece bricks that are left in the free roam. So be expecting those. My goal is to have videos going out. So we stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, right? That's when our main 3 days are to stream on HTG. We're hoping that on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays, you guys will get Lego Movie 2 videos. That's the goal. All while keeping up with our HTG TV streams, which are live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, I am just now getting the notification for this game break. So hopefully we will see some more people show up and interact with us. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and tweet out to the world too. I forgot to do that. I had all my buttons set up on my Stream Deck to go out in a certain order, and I've already totally messed them up. They were different than my order here from my list, so I should have known that was coming. A couple more of you showing up. What's up, Kira? Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys showing up to support me and my adventures here. Speaking of me and my adventures, so I want to touch base on a couple things. So as you guys know, for the longest time, I've always had helpers, and I've always had somebody in the background. Some have had a little bit more on the front side, some have been a little bit more on the back side. And you know, like my brother Tyler, he was the original Tyler, which is why we had to have Tyler P instead of just HTG Tyler, because we already had one. You guys never even saw anything that he did, but he helped me out with a lot of formatting, a lot of website updates, and a lot of stuff. And he actually was on track to go to a con with me up at PAX, and so he has business cards, so all that stuff. But you never saw anything. He never physically did anything that made it to the channel. And there's been lots of people. You know, Jared went to PAX with me. You know, Mal did a bunch of stuff. She started answering. I mean, so we've had lots of people over the years that have helped, and some have come and some have gone. And you know, definitely thanks to all of you guys. I really appreciate all the help that I've gotten from everybody. As it sits right now, some things have kind of come up for Tyler P. And he is not officially unattached to Happy Thumbs by any means. He's still part of the family, but he's just not going to be able to help out as much. So I put out my feelers, and I got a response. That's right, Spidey Sense was tingling. And as you guys probably know, there's been a lot of help. There's been a lot of assistance playing along with me. I've had a producer in my ear. I've had a lot of stuff going on the last couple weeks. It's all been improvements. We've also got some behind-the-scenes stuff going on too. But, you know, again, I want to thank, you know, everybody, including Tyler. Even if Tyler doesn't get a chance to come back and help again, I want to thank him and everybody else that's helped. But I also want you guys to help me welcome the two newest HTG members, HTG Nick and HTG Gary. You guys might know them by their aliases or online handles, which you've probably noticed in the old chat. We've had some moderation happening, some jokery. And we've got Gray Metal Fox, as well as, well, it's Nicked Man 13 if you read it out, but it's NYKD Man 13. I've actually yet to figure out the relevance of 13, but regardless of what the point of the story of those are, welcome both of these guys. They're going to be helping out, doing some trophy achievement guides, as well as some other stuff. We've got some ideas. You know, Paz is kind of on the outskirts helping too, but Paz has, you know, some other things that prevent him from being a consistent helper. But, you know, we've got a lot of people that have definitely helped out and continue to help out. And so, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that cool little graphic. So, fun little fact for you guys. We're all old. A lot of you are young. Some of you are older. But all three of us, we're kind of all within a couple of years of each other. But I just, you know, because we're all vintage and retro, I thought it'd be kind of fun to have something kind of old school. So hopefully I hit the nail on that. But 13 was my track number, Nick says. Okay, fair enough. I didn't know you ran track, but we'll have to get into that later. KO, what's up? Welcome. Michael, hello, hello. Game break for the first time. Nice. Welcome, welcome. So, yes, for those of you just showing up, keep in mind there should be a DVR function for you. So if you guys missed out on the very beginning, you could sneak back and go check that out. What's up, my ninja? We've got some action going over on Twitch, too. If you guys don't know, we multi-stream here and over on Twitch. So if you guys have a preference of one side or the other, please pick one. Or rock them both, I guess. It doesn't matter to me. Are you excited for the Shazam Part 1 and Part 2 and Young Justice Animated Series to arrive at LEGO DC Supervillains? I most certainly am. We will be getting that soon enough, too. As of right now, though, I don't think we have any specific dates. If Jay's in the chat from the Facebook group, World of Lego Dimensions, he might have some more specifics. He's better at remembering those dates than I am. But let's see here. Jordan, what's up? Welcome. Let's see here. What's up next? Okay, so for the most part, that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of what I wanted to talk about with this month. You know, with the streams, basically 5 days a week. And keep in mind, we've got 3 days a week here on Happy Thumbs Gaming, but we also have a mature channel, Happy Thumbs Gaming TV, where we do streams there as well. We've been playing a lot of Apex Legends. We've got some other plans for some upcoming games. We definitely would love to see you guys over there. We also understand that there is kind of a limitation that some of you guys have of the content and the expectations you want to see from us. So knowing that, we don't go crazy spamming links or talking about it or trying to get you guys all over there, but we do want everybody to know about Happy Thumbs Gaming TV. I'm going to go ahead and post a link in the chat right now. Let's see here. I've got some buttons in here somewhere. So I apologize. I think at one point you guys told me this was loud, and I'm pretty sure I turned it down, but if I didn't, so plug your ears. 3, 2, 1. All right, I think we're good. But HTG TV is the platform that we created to go ahead and bring you guys some of the content that you've been asking for. Things like, you know, shooters, Resident Evils, scary, things that are just mature based. Now, I want to be clear too, our goal isn't to be crazy over the top and immature, right? That's not the goal. The main reason why we're calling it a mature channel is because of the rating of the games we play. Now, that being said, we are a little looser in the content and the commentary that we have there, but most of you that have joined have found that it isn't vulgar or disgusting or over the top or derogatory. It's just fun, and it's you know, you guys have showed up, and in the last week we've actually had quite a few new subscribers, so I really appreciate the support. And that being said too, if you subscribe during this break, we're actually gonna have a chance to scare me, because as you guys probably, some of you know, I've got some loud sound effects attached to new subscribers. So if you subscribe by clicking that link, it's going to shriek out, and it's probably going to get me, because I'm not really, I mean, I'm expecting it now, but I'm not really expecting it. So, yeah. What else we got? So, wanted to talk to, I don't know if you guys can see this. I've been icing this for the last 45 minutes or so. Probably can't see it very well, and I promise I'm not trying to do anything mean here. My middle finger, ironically, Reese and I were playing basketball before the game break started. It's a beautiful day. Wife went to the store to go get the groceries for us, which removed one of the cars from the driveway. So all that meant is I had to move. Somebody's clicked the link. Whew. What was I saying? Boy, you scared the thought right out of me. Oh, we're playing hoops. I only had to move my car, so I pulled the car forward. We shot hoops. We were playing. Neighbor kid came up and was hanging out with a little bit with us too. And then Reese and I were talking about we were gonna do like some sort of you know, game of horse. I looked at the clock and I was like, I got time for pig. Let's do pig. And as I looked at my watch, I saw this purple swollen thing on my finger, and I thought I had like a bug or like something on there, because I didn't really hurt it. I didn't injure it. But it's definitely like a nerve or a blood vessel type of thing, and it's kind of purple on my end. It's hard to see, I guess. I tried to show you. I don't know if it worked or not, but anyways, brown pants time. Exactly. But definitely check out Happy Thumbs Gaming TV, especially if you're into like other games. You know, we've been told a lot by you guys that some of you started following us when you were younger, and you followed us because of Lego and other things, and now you are older and playing more kind of adult-based or mature-based games, and you wanted us to cover it. You love the process, the formula, the details that we put into our product here, and you've definitely wanted us to do mature games. Now, we're starting off by trying to get a following going and trying to get your attention and let you guys know that we're doing that, and then the goal is that we're going to start doing some trophy achievement videos and other stuff there too. I've got a plan for a series that one of these days I promise I'm going to take off and actually do it, but it's called Did You Know? And it's going to be a series that's going to have all sorts of fun facts and stuff about me personally, my clan that I ran, you know, communities that I've been a part of, like Urgent Fury, other things too that cover like the best memberships, the best places to buy your games, the best discounts. You know, Did You Know is just kind of the premise and the door opener, and there's lots of stuff out there. And now that I've got even more help than I've had, at least for the last couple years. At one time I had a team of 5 people. I take that back. And it was flowing and awesome, and then everything kind of hit the fan, and then it all got slow again. And for the longest time, it's just been either me and Doug, and then right as Doug kind of hit, you know, his point where he needed to step down, I met Tyler. And ironically, as I met, you know, as Tyler's have some things comes up, you know, like I meet Nick and Gary. So, you know, hopefully things will kind of start coming back. We've got another person that's volunteered that I've still yet to meet with. I don't want to explain or say any names, but just know that there is another person on deck too. So the goal is to grow and hopefully hit what I've always wanted Happy Thumbs to be, because although we're doing great things and awesome, helping out, providing fun and laughter, really this is only like 1/5 of my real vision of what it originally was. Like when Jeremy and I sat down and he brought the idea to me, I had an idea, and then I found out somebody was kind of already doing that, but that never took off. And so there's still hope for that, but it's a long story, and we'll talk about that probably on a Did You Know? Look at that. Let's see here. Zach, you sub. That was probably you that required me to put my brown... technically, I don't have brown pants on, so I'm not doing very well in that department. Hey, for those of you over on Twitch, definitely give a shout or a check out to the GoFundMe link that's posted over there. It's one of our viewers, our regulars, Harry Potter. Harry is in need of some help, and if you have a few minutes, definitely check that link out, and maybe you can provide some help. So, all right, enough on HTG TV. I told you I wasn't going to pitch that or shameless plug it, and look at that. I just spent like 20 minutes doing it. Hey, what's up, Sonic Artist? Welcome to the stream. And Robert, have you downloaded Apex yet? I want to get some Apex in with you. All right, so hey, we're getting to the kind of the end portion of the main stuff of the game break. You are a regular, my ninja. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and you are. Yes, okay. I didn't realize you were Michael Williams. I see that. I know you over on the YouTube side of things. I don't know you by your Twitch, but that's cool. You're hanging out on Twitch too. Some of you guys know, not everybody knows, but we actually have a Patreon account. I should have buttons for this. I don't seem to have a button for the Patreon account. That's really weird. I've got lots and lots and lots of buttons on this deck. I got folders of folders within folders. No buttons for Patreon. But essentially, Patreon is a place, most of you guys probably know, you could go and support us. And it's a way that you can support us. And rather than just like, you know, giving a super chat or a donation, which is obviously awesome and very cool and acceptable too. But if you're wanting to maybe get something, a little something back out of, you know, you helping us, helping you, helping us. It's kind of that reciprocal, never-ending thing, right? So what we've done is we've got a couple of different tiers, and I highly recommend you guys check out. In fact, I'll get you a link right now. I guess I can put a link in the chat, right? But what it'll do is it'll give you opportunities to help us grow with like equipment and things like that we use around here, as well as, you know, eventually start paying our help. Because we don't make a lot of money. I don't know if you guys know this or not. We don't make very much money doing this. Like, very, very minimal amounts. And I'm lucky that I have an amazing wife who has a pretty decent job, and that I still have some clients from my web and graphic design days, that I'm able to kind of do this as a full-time gig. And that may change at any point. I mean, life comes up that you never know. But Patreon, watching our videos, checking out our merchandise, purchasing our merchandise, stickers, t-shirts, those kinds of things, that keeps this boat afloat. So if you're interested in helping out and being a part of something like that, we've got Patreon, and we've got a bunch of different tiers. You know, we've got a $1 tier, which is really all we would ask for. I mean, we've talked about this a million times. We'd love it if like even 10% supported us on this one. We would never be able to go back to a regular job. We would tell all of our web clients, take a hike, and we would start producing more and more content. You know, at one time we talked about, you know, Tyler moving to Oregon and actually living right up the street, and like, you know, if we got to that point of where the revenue was coming in, that was our goal. And, you know, same applies to present company that I have helping me. You know, I mean, that may be something. We were just actually talking today about some possibilities and how hard it is that we can't all be in the same room at the same time, because, you know, the four of us that have been playing and the most active lately have been me in Salem, Oregon, Gary down in California, Paz in Florida, and then Nick in New York. So almost the four corners of the United States. I'm the only one that's messing that up by not being in the corner. I'm kind of in the middle on the left. But that being said, you know, $1 gets you onto our Happy Thumbs Namer page, which is a part of our website, and it gives you a way to, you know, help give back. At the $2 tier, you actually get part of a Facebook group that is exclusive to the Patreon people. We actually give away. We have an extra giveaway there every month. So like I said, there's things that, you know, we have behind the scenes stuff. We have little early access stuff at that Patreon Facebook group. And anybody at the $2 tier or above gets that. Also, we got the $5 tier, which has, the ability to get your name put in our video, which you're going to see the people who are at $5 or above here in a minute. And then, of course, we got $10 and up too that actually gets your name shouted out. I know people were already even asking today in the chat if I was going to be shouting out names. Now, I always acknowledge people, but I don't really consider that a shout out. I mean, technically it is, but it's not really a shout out. So, I always tell people that are asking, can you shout out my channel? Can you shout out me? Can you shout out my brother whose birthday's tomorrow? Usually I'll do the birthdays because I'm cool like that. But, if it's something specific to, kind of promotion for you or, whatever it is, definitely look into the Patreon, because then I will put your name, or we've had people in the past put their YouTube channel. If that's something you'd like to see me do, check it out, and I will happily do it. You just got to put a little thing in the bottom there. Let's see here. Make sure you see this one. Also, guys, subscribe to this Patreon. I give $5. Love being able to. Thank you, Harry. I love it, love it, love it. And let's see here. One of yous, I totally messed up last month. I triple-checked this month to make sure that I didn't leave any names off of the textual shout-outs that I'm about to make happen right now. And I'm telling you, if I mess this up again, I'll just go on record and say, like, if I somehow messed your name again, which I don't think I did, but if I did, I will personally shout out your name for the rest of 2019 without any support at all if you decide to even leave Patreon. Woo! What's up, Zach? Master of Fun donated. Is that 99 Canadian? Sweet! Woot! Hopefully that converts. I don't know. I don't know how that works out. But thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is awesome. It's awesome. All right. So that being said, we've just talked all about the Patreon. If you guys are interested or already a $5 or higher, then guess what? This is for you. Special shout out to all of my Patreons at the $5 or above. As you can see here, we got a whole list of people, and I am positive, wink, wink, that I got you all. So big time digital hug, high five, whatever you prefer, whatever makes you most comfortable. There you go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that being said, and I have been known to in the past, I'll just say this. I have made a mistake a couple of times. I've even had a couple of supporters that were supporting me at the $10 level, and I missed a couple of months, and I made good on it, and I still shout a couple of them out. Or I have, anyways. I made good, right? So I'm human, I make mistakes. So if I forgot you, let me know, and then I'll get you. I'll got you, right? That being said, I want to give a shout out to a handful of people at the $10 tier and above. You guys have helped me produce all sorts of things like this chair, my mic, my headset, a bunch of stuff. So thank you guys so much for helping me grow. Next on my list might be a PlayStation 4. I've been getting a lot of blue screens of death lately. Hopefully that's going to work itself out. But if not, the next step is going to be an Elgato key light. Now, at 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to hopefully reach out to those guys at Elgato and maybe get sponsored. But in the event that I don't get sponsorship, that's the plan. That's the next couple of items to grab. So, all right, again, in no particular order, these are $10 and above shout-outs. So, shout-out to Celine Olsen. Oh, yeah, thank you so much, Celine. Appreciate that. As people are finding out that interact with me on a daily basis, I have way too much on my plate. And a lot of people are really surprised that I'm even capable of doing half the stuff that I do. And I'm not bragging, I'm just saying I have a lot going on. And part of one of the things that I wanted to do with the new channel, Celine, is actually get back to our idea, well, your idea that you had for us, which was me trying to pronounce Dutch words. I am totally clueless when it comes to different symbols and how you pronounce different things. So we thought it'd be fun where, we'd have like a segment where, maybe I would try to say a couple of words, and maybe we just need to try and work that into the game break where you provide, if you're here, provide a word and I'll try and say it, and we'll start there and see how it goes. But yes, again, shout out Celine. Thank you for your support. You've been a longtime supporter, and I appreciate that. Next up, Andrew, and I might say his last name wrong. I apologize, Andrew, if I say it wrong. Andrew Hosted. Thank you so much for your support, Andrew. You've been a regular, like, pretty much every single day, watching the streams, commenting on videos, and your support is real. I really appreciate that, and I've tried to reciprocate that by making sure people know about your GoFundMe and just announcing, you know, all the awesomeness that you've brought to us so far. So thank you so much for that. Next up, Jason Baloney. Thank you so much, Jason. You've been a long-time supporter. All these guys have been long-time supporters. In fact, most of these people that on the list I'm reading off now, not all of them, but most of them, and same with the $5 tier, they've been supporters almost since like week 1 of Patreon. We've had a couple show up and a couple dip off. As you guys can see from our Happy Thumbs Namer wall, which you guys haven't seen that yet, have you? I'll get you a link for that too. But essentially, you know, all of these guys have been supporters on the next level for a long time, and I really can't say thank you enough. So let's see here. So here's the Happy Thumbs Namers wall. So these are people that have supported me through Patreon at different levels, and you guys get to see what it's up, you know, what it's all about, what it's up, what it's up. Next up, April White. Thank you so much, April. April's been another everyday supporter watching our streams pretty much every day, not every day. She thinks that she's been kind of jinxing us with her good praises. Got another sub to the new channel. As you can see, it works. The tactic worked. Now, it was actually brought out. I was playing Resident Evil in the dark. Scary game, right? In the dark, and that's why we had that. Now it's but now it's kind of continued. It's kind of become a staple for us. So, anyways, back to April. Keep with the comments, please. We appreciate them. We appreciate your support in the games, out of the games, all of that. Next up, Michael Karsberg. I guess I didn't do my human megaphone. Michael Karsberg. Thank you so much, Michael, for your support. Always appreciate the chats that we get in. Let's see here. Next up, Bonnie Miller. Sorry, I had to go a little extra crazy on that one because I almost forgot the human megaphone again. Bonnie also has been a long-time supporter, and appreciate all of your support, Bonnie. We need to catch up one of these days. It'd be nice to have you in one of the streams. One of these days, you know, it'd be awesome if I could get some of these guys in the stream with me. Some of the supporters that are there every day, that know the ins and outs, like this. I'd love to see April or Bonnie or Michael or Doug or any of these guys, any of them, play with me on the PS4. That would be awesome. Let's see here. Last but not least, old Dougie Doug. Got to give a shout out to my guy, Douglas Wright, a.k.a. Dougie Fresh 613, as you guys know him. So, shout out to Dougie Fresh. All right. Sorry, that might have been a little too much, but anyways. All right, so that's all of my Patreon supporters at $10 and up. We are definitely appreciative of all the support we get, whether you guys just watch the videos, whether you're sharing the videos, whether any of this stuff. Really appreciate that. So let's see here. How have we gone on sub count? Have we got? I don't know what we were when we first started. Gary, are you out there? What was our sub count when we first started? I believe we've gotten a couple. I don't feel like we've gotten a tremendous amount though. What's going on here? No, nothing of importance. All right, so what'd you guys do this weekend? Anybody have anything fun? Brian's here. What's up, Brian? Just want to say I've been a fan of your channel for a long time, and I wish I could be a Patreon member, but I don't know how I can or can be. Well, what is it that I can answer for you, Brian? I'm happy to help answer. You know, essentially, it's probably as simple as, you know, going to this link that I'm about to post you guys again. So this is Patreon. All you have to do is just simply click that link. And once you go there, there should be a whole slew of different tiers that you can choose from, and it should be as simple as clicking a button, and then inputting your information. You have to have an account, obviously, and then how you choose your form of payment or whatever is up to you. And then from there, if you have any special requests, questions, if you're lost, whatever it is, I basically then will give you an email to the Facebook group, which currently has a handful of people in it. Oh, and real quick too, here, let me show you. What? Oh. There. So I know earlier Harry Potter had asked me, what we were giving away for the Patreon exclusive Facebook group, and I'll show you guys. So because it's kind of a Lego Movie 2 month, right? Had a bunch of Lego Movie 2 stuff. I figured we'd continue with a little Lego Movie 2 set. So, this is essentially the size and kind of, you know, I guess, expectation of where we're at right now with our current Patreon supporters and everything. So that was for this month, and I will be picking that winner tomorrow when I pick the winner for this weekend's giveaway, which is over on Facebook. And then for next month, I'm gonna give you guys a preview. So those of you who are watching this, getting a bonus. I never actually posted that on the Patreon group, and I apologize, but just know that I've had it, and I'll do better this month. So this will be next month's. There's nothing specific. It's kind of, you know, Easter and everything, so classic. I don't know, you know, depending on if you celebrate that kind of stuff or whatever, but you know, definitely colorful, fun, kind of reminded me of springtime and whatnot, and you get a bunch of stuff. So this will be for next month. So you know, if you guys are interested in getting a chance at that, as well as some behind the scenes footage and all sorts of other stuff, definitely check out Patreon. And Brian, I'm happy to help you with any specific questions you might have too. And just know that you know, you can always ask if you run into Nick or Gary. You can always ask them, and although they may not have an immediate answer for you, they definitely know how to get a hold of me quickly and get a response out of me. So let's see here. What's up, Jaxie Bat? Let's see, I just started the story mode of Lego DC Supervillains. Nice, Steve. Hopefully our videos will help out. Let's see, I have tried and signed up, but sadly I don't have a credit card or debit card or any other way to donate. Oh, well, that's okay. Simply watching our videos and hanging out, Brian, that's way more than enough. You know, if you're really looking for another way to make something like that happen, you know, there are those prepaid stuffs that you can get at, like, you know, Walmarts and other, you know, big box stores like that. You know, and you can actually go and put, it's kind of like buying a gift card, but it's an actual credit card. You know, again, not pushing for that at all, Brian. Watching and hanging out is more than enough. But if you are wanting to go over the top, you can certainly do that. You know, there's all sorts of ways. So, nice. Glad we helped out, Steve. Appreciate that. Let's see here. How do I do the Patreon giveaway? You're in it, Todd. You're a part of it. You're there, man. You're covered. You'll be notified tomorrow morning if it was you. If you don't get a message from me, it wasn't you. Last month was, not to put him on the spot, but it was, let me get the right name here, Michael Jones. Michael Jones. And Michael is currently a supporter, but he dropped from the, he used to be a $5, and he dropped to the $2, or maybe, no, it's $2. He dropped to the $2. And he won. So, just goes to show that anybody can win. Yeah, so you're covered. I don't know if PayPal will work or not on that. To be honest with you, I haven't gone through the full steps on my end to do that. Let's see here. Let me just see. I can see. Don't forget to stay hydrated, people. So PayPal is definitely an option. It's asking me right now because I went through and clicked on the $2 tier just to see, and it does say I can also add a new payment method, which is allowing credit cards or PayPal. So that's good information. I did not know that. Thank you for asking, Nick, because I actually looked into that for once. A lot of people have asked in the past, and I've never looked. But let's see here. Couple of my old school homies liking on Facebook. Hopefully they're here. Roth, Price, if you're here, what up? And, yeah, for the record, Price, if you're out there, tomorrow morning, buddy, you and I'll finally have some free time to catch up. That's been a crazy week. Robbie, you subscribed, huh? Thank you. Appreciate that. You got worms, huh, Steve? that doesn't sound great. Mail him your loose change. Listen, I swear to God, if I get a whole thing of pennies on my front porch next week, I'm gonna be peeved. It's a word we don't say enough anymore, right? Like, that used to be a pretty common staple word of frustration or being upset. Oh, you think you could get PayPal gift cards too, huh? Interesting. That's interesting as well. Let's see here. Looks like Michael was asking over on Twitch if, and this is old news, but he was asking if I was in Oregon. Yeah, I'm actually in Salem, Oregon. The capital city of Oregon, kind of the boringest city, but let's see here. But yeah, we're definitely here, been here, born and raised in Portland / Beaverton. So I was born in Staten, which is right outside of Salem. Moved to Salem when I was like 2 years old, 3 years old. And then shortly after that, we were only here for like 6 months in Salem, and then we moved to Beaverton. I lived in Beaverton until I was 15, and then at 15 I moved back to Staten. So it's kind of been like this big circle for me, and now I'm back in Salem. So one might say my next move might be to Portland, but I mean, I doubt it. I don't see that as being the case, but who knows? Wife wants to move somewhere far away, and you know, essentially I took care of my grandfather a couple days a week, and I don't mean like he depended on me for his life, but I did a lot of stuff for him, a lot of daily routine stuff that you and I can do that a 93 or 94-year-old can't do. Not all, but in his case. And so, you know, I've been on call. I've been around. He would fall. You know, he had a walker, and if he'd fall, I'd drive out there and pick him up because I was only about 15 minutes away. So I've kind of been like a crutch for him. And I've kind of been an enabler. Grandpa probably should have been in a home a long time before he went in. But that being said, you know, my on-call duties are not needed at this time. I still go and see my grandma, but she's pretty well-to-do at 92 years old. So, you know, we may end up, my wife has wanted to move to Bend, which is just about 2.5 hours over the mountains here. Definitely wanted to, definitely would love to get up there, but, dude, no way, Robert. You were born in Hillsboro? Like, fun fact, I didn't mention this, but when we moved from Salem to Beaverton, we actually moved into a house in Hillsboro, and I lived there for probably 1.5 years or so, and then we moved to Beaverton, and then from Beaverton is there. That's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Brian says, let's see, Tyler P is a guide writer, but does he have any plans for a game he might showcase or upload to the channel? So, Brian, you must have missed the segment. I was talking about Tyler a little bit ago. You know, we have a really strong rule around here that we've always enforced. After running an online competitive gaming clan for 10 years, I learned the hard way that this is all for funsies, and this is extracurricular. This is not life stuff, right? So I've always had a family first or real life first kind of policy, and some things have come up for Tyler. He got promoted at work. He's just kind of got a little different routine. He's saving up to buy a house. He's got a lot of positive things going on for him right now, and you know, at this time, you know, he just wrote the Lego Movie 2 guide, and he was just kind of like, gosh, you know, I took so long, I feel bad, and I loved it. I still appreciate, and when he's ready, if he ever finds the time to come back, we got a spot for him. But as of right now, Tyler has kind of stepped down, and hence why we did the introduction today. And you may have missed this, but we also introduced, just because I did this cool graphic, I'm going to drop it one more time. We got Nick and Gary who have stepped up to make sure that things keep on afloat. Because you guys know that I would be nobody without my guide writers. So, you know, we're basically going to transition into a whole bunch of new things. But we definitely got some new stuff on the horizon. And at this time, we won't see Tyler with any videos or any guides. But that may change. I mean, he may, in 2 weeks, in 2 days, in 2 years. You never know. Like I said, the door isn't closed. It's open for him if and when it works. But real life first. You know, and you guys understand that. We understand that. So, hey, Jack, no worries. You're not late. You can always scroll back, too. And then you'd miss the nose pickery that seems to be the thing. So it's allergy season in Oregon, and I don't do well with allergies. I actually didn't have any allergies until I was like 22, 23 years old. Now they're like the worst, and it's that time. So I gave up on taking my pills because they quit working on me last year. I think I'm gonna have to probably start a new regimen of something. But Paz is here too. What's up, Paz? Paz actually broke the record the other day. Not only is he a helper and he supports us in all sorts of ways and has for many years, Paz also dropped the biggest donation bomb we've had ever. He dropped a $50 donation. And it almost went without me noticing because my stupid notification didn't pop up. And thank gosh, the chat was like, Brian! Brian! And I was able to you know, bring that up to thank him for that and everything. Let's see here. Steve's asking, have I ever been to Oklahoma? I have not ever been to Oklahoma. Most of my travel has been pretty specific or close to the West Coast. You know, I've made it to Vegas and like Nevada. I've made it to Idaho. Went to Coeur d'Alene. Flew out to Chicago drove from Illinois all the way back to Oregon with my brother Tyler when he was graduating his, or I guess completing his time at Western Illinois College out there. He played football for him and went to school out there for a while, and drove him back. I also have flown to Arizona. My wife, a couple, 4 years ago, she had a situation where she had to get some student teaching stuff done, and an opportunity worked out down in Arizona where she'd be able to go, and the school district starts way earlier there. So instead of basically having to miss 3 months of work here, she was able to only miss like 2 or 3 weeks, and then but she was down there. So she was down in Arizona. So when she was all done with that, I flew down there and we drove all the way back. Been to Florida. My grandparents lived out in Florida for quite a few years. Orlando, Miami areas, I should say. And but no, I've never been pretty much anywhere else. When I was in 1986, the World Expo was up in Canada, in British Columbia, Canada. I did cross the border there and go to that. My dad was pretty awesome. We had a Volkswagen van again, and we drove that up there and camped in it, had a blast. It's no wonder I'm a Volkswagen junkie. Grew up in them. My mom had a Fox. My dad had, yeah, it was good times growing up with Volkswagens. But Simon, what's up? I came for the video, stayed for the chat, he says. Nice, nice, nice. Brian says, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't there a beach on your state, like close to the Pacific Ocean? Yeah, in fact, the whole coastline is all really nice beach. My mom lives in Lincoln City area, is probably the most noted. It's actually a small community called Salishan now, and before that it was Whale Cove. Some of you guys have seen the old whale watching video. She used to live like right in a cove where every October the whales would come in and they would like birth. I don't know if they would actually birth there, but they would like kind of nurse their young and they'd keep them there, and then they'd go out after, you know, a couple weeks or whatever. And one of the last times that they were there, so they were selling their house and they had me come over and we were just hanging out. They had a big pool, you know, it was awesome private beach. And I flew the drone out there, and let's see, I could probably pull up that video and show you guys. It was an amazing video. Yeah, we got to fly out there and see the whales, and but you can kind of see the house here. Hold on, let's see, whale watching in Depot. That should get me the link. Yep. So some of you guys have probably never seen this. Yeah, I have talents. I actually fly drones. Whale watching. So that link right there, whale watching. Definitely check that out. It's a fun little video. I get to see my mom's old house, but that's like what our beach looks like on a nice day. It's not usually that beautiful. It was probably 70, 75 degrees out, almost cloud-free. Although I was looking down, not at the sky for the most part. But it's a fun little video. But yeah, so we definitely spent a lot of time at the coast. My mom sold that house roughly 18 months ago, maybe 2 years ago now, and she has a new house, and it's a nice house, and it wasn't nice enough for them. They decided to knock out their whole back wall of their living room and build this huge deck and put like this little walking pool and all this stuff in. So they've been busy doing that for probably the last 3 to 5 months. So we haven't even been over there. I think, let's see, when was the last time? October, I think, was the last time. That can't be right. Maybe the last time we were over there, October, for my mom's birthday. So we're gonna show up, and it's gonna be, and I'll have a video for that. I'll at least have some sort of interaction or photos or something for it, because it's nice. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that video. And let's see here. I want Brian to cheer for a hockey club. We have the Portland Winterhawks, man. I'm not really a huge fan. I don't know anything about the team, but I used to go to games when I was younger. My dad used to hook up tickets. He worked for a beverage delivery or a distribution company. It's one of the big ones here in Oregon, and they used to get tickets for all sorts of things, Blazer games and Winterhawk games and stuff like that. So I definitely attended a lot of those. Let's see here. Harry, do you not have the email for that? I'm pretty sure I sent it to you. I will make sure. I will make sure I get that out to you again. I apologize if I haven't. I'm pretty sure I'm current on all that, but if it might have hit your spam box or something like that too. And as I've never received the invite, I don't know if it comes to like your email or if it goes to your Facebook page or how that works. You know, In fact, we'll have to figure that out. We'll have to figure that out. Let's see here. But remind me, Harry, if you don't see that email today, remind me tomorrow in the stream, because I don't want to like get your personal email and all that on the stream right now. So, but I will definitely get that out there. In answer to your question, nobody. So $50 is the highest anyone has ever donated. What's going on with my chat here? It's being weird. I can't scroll to the bottom. Okay, there we go. That was being really weird. Yeah, Paz hit us with a $50 bomb on what? Friday, I think it was. Let's see here. Held by review, hidden by Paz, view deleted message. Okay, so we got a lot of questions. Hey Brian, could you shout out my channel? So in regards to shouting out channels and such, like I said earlier, I'm definitely not against it. If you support us on Patreon and you want your channel name there instead of your name, totally down to do that. Get out of here. You don't know the Winterhawks? But if you know, not knowing your channel and things like that, I don't like in fact, I just got contacted by a developer of a headset. Never heard of the company. They wanted me to help start selling their headset for them. I said, I'm all interested in finding out more about your headset, but I don't want to endorse your product without me knowing what the product is. So hopefully they're sending me one in the next couple of days and I'll be able to check that out. Or actually, I think Nick is going to be the one to do that. But either way, hopefully we'll get our hands on it and be able to determine whether or not it's credible or not. And then we'll go from there. But same applies to YouTube channels and such. I just don't know what you're putting up there. And even if you have like a nice pretty video on the front, I don't know if you got something on the back. And there's a lot of controversy on YouTube. So, you know, kind of staying away from like the verbal shout outs. Definitely all about helping people out, checking things out. I could definitely check your channel out later. But not going to do it right now. And like I said, definitely if you're looking for a for sure shout out, the Patreon is a guarantee on that. Otherwise, it'll be hit and miss. Simon says, can I get a Booyaka shout from my team, the mighty Essendon Bombers? Booyaka show! Hopefully that'll help them, give them the old push that they'll need. Yes, I hope the Blazers make the playoffs too, Brian. They are a very good team. Unfortunately, in the last, what is it, 2.5 weeks now? Basically in the last 15 days or so, we lost 2 of our best players to injury. One of them is a season-ending, broke his leg, dunzo. Expected to make a full recovery, but it's always possible he may never play again. And it's also possible that he will play, but maybe not for us because his contract's coming to an end. But, you know, we've had 6 games since our second best player got injured. 7 games. And we won 6 of the 7. We've had 4 games, 3... It's trying. Are we back? Are we back? Let me know, chat. It looks like we're back. I'm 99% sure Reese just turned on the computer downstairs, not realizing what was going on, or maybe turned on his PlayStation. I'm not exactly sure. No rage quit, I promise. I've been sitting here. Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully it's all good. All right. Sorry about that. Sometimes things get bumped or whatnot. I don't really know, Unified. I apologize. What is that? What? Harry! Harry, what? Oh my god. Oh, Harry. Oh, I don't even know what to say, man. I don't even know what to say. Wow. I'm speechless, man. So we have a new record, Paz. You're done. You're done. Oh, MG. Thank you so much, Harry. I really appreciate that. You know, again, post your link. Anything I can do to help out, let me know. Thank you so much. That is awesome. I don't even know what to say. I don't. I truly don't. There is a competition now. There is, Todd. Who will be next? No, I'm just kidding. Settle down. No, let's start working our way back down to whew. All right. Yeah, Paz who, Robert? That's right. Paz who. That is so nice. Oh, good job. Hey, welcome to the stream. Hey, I like your little icon there too. The OGJU. That's cool. I like how that's cool. That was a shock. Yeah, that was a shock. Like that, the stream crashes. Maybe it just didn't know how to handle the super chat. It was like, error, super chat too large. I don't know what happened there, but maybe that's probably what it was. Whew, that is craziness. That was definitely a shock. Again, thank you so much, Harry. That's awesome. Whew. I don't even know what to say now. Like, I'm speechless. I got a message coming in here too. All right, so it was just the boys messaging me, trying to see what was going on when I dropped off. And here's that GoFundMe link, guys. If you have not already, please at least click it. Maybe give it a share. You know, share it on Facebook or your Twitter or any accounts that you have. Even if you can't donate, you know, help spread the word. That'll definitely help Harry, and it'll help me too, right? So, pretty crazy. So, you know, how long? I'm curious. So obviously, the longer, the more the donation, the longer the super chat. But how long does that last for? Like, I mean, I got to be honest. I was out of things to talk about, Harry. I didn't know. I was getting ready to wrap things up before the stream cut out. But definitely appreciate it. I really, really do. And Robbie, thank you for the condolences. A lot of you guys too. I was talking about Grandpa, and I was getting a little choked up. You guys saying you're sorry and all that stuff. I really do appreciate that. You know, it's still kind of unreal to me, you know, that Gramps is not around to just like pick up the phone and talk trash about some NBA players, or, you know, get life lessons or whatnot from him. But you know, I definitely didn't waste any time or any opportunities with him. You know, I spent a lot of time, especially the last 5-6 years, like every Tuesday and every Sunday was his days. Got a lot of trips to the pond and a lot of that. So again, thanks to all you guys and your kind sentiments and positive feedback and all that stuff. Like I said, I saw it when I was talking, but we've had a few people, you know, watch the game breaks that don't really have time for the live streams. They brought up a point that, you know, these game breaks do tend to go rather long at times, and the old game breaks used to be like 10 to 15 minutes on average. So knowing that these are like super long, they don't have time to watch all of them, I want to make sure I get all of the important stuff out in the beginning, and then we can kind of talk and hang out. And that's totally what we've been doing the last couple times. And I haven't heard from the couple people that were saying, you know, hey, go back to the almost live. And if you are out there, let me know what your thoughts are. I'm trying to make the best of both worlds happen here. So, yeah, let's see. I missed a lot of your stream because the stream went offline. What happened? No, you didn't miss anything. You missed, there were maybe, what, 30 seconds, maybe a minute. We had some interruptions here. It looked like I was being DDoS'd, honestly. I kept getting pop-ups from my Norton security telling me that I was being attacked. That could have been the case. Norton may have taken care of it. My guess is that I think old Mini-Me downstairs turned on the old computer or maybe the PlayStation, and something happened. It rerouted the prioritization of my internet or sucked it all. I don't know what happened. Tractor beam. Let's see here. Brian says it's been a sad couple of months for you. First your cat Emmett, now your grandpa. Yes, yes. Yeah, there was also another scare too that you know, I don't think I ever talked about this, but my father, who has never smoked or, you know, had any kind of history of bad health, actually got a wrong diagnosing of throat cancer. It happened back in November, December. So we were told in November that he had throat cancer and that he was, you know, expected to start treatment immediately, and, you know, throat cancer's pretty rough, and, you know, hopefully it didn't spread, and then they went in to do the check to see how far it had spread, and he didn't have cancer. So great news, but also terrible way to, you know, the processing was terrible. So you know, we're grateful that that worked out in a positive manner, and as far as I know, unless he's lying to us, he's, you know, healthy and doing well. But so yeah, it's been a really roller coastery couple of months. You know, my mom's husband's mom, so my kind of step grandma, she's kind of hitting a wall right now too. She's also 94 years old, so it's definitely been, you know, hey, I've been grateful to have the time I've had with my grandparents and my family. I mean, you know, some people, some of you even probably have lost close ones to you, you know, so I'm definitely absolutely grateful that I've gotten all the time. So if it sounds like I'm complaining, I'm not. Just saying, wow, it's been a roller coaster. Like, for somebody who's had so much continuity and stability, you know, forever, it's the last 2 years really, because we lost my father-in-law as well. So you know, it's been a ride, but that's life, right? That is life. Let's see here. Adam says maybe you should put up a do not disturb sign or graphic when this happens. Well, you know, Nick and I talked about getting one of those, like, you know, like at a radio station when they're live, they have like the live sign, like, you know, do not disturb live or whatever. You know, there's all sorts of different variations of it. But it turned out that they're a little more out of my budget right now than but I wanted to get one because I'd love to put it down there. However, you know, we do have a lot of moving parts in the house. We have multiple people that use the internet, so you know, sometimes that happens. And luckily for us, it was like a blink of an eye, and we came back to a $100 donation / super chat from Harry. So it all worked out in the end. But man, oh man, yes. And Nick, always get another opinion whenever you have some sort of life, you know, choices. Period. Whether it's health, life-threatening, whatever. Definitely always get another opinion. Hey, oh, good job, you. Thank you for showing up. I actually commented earlier on your little icon next to your name there, your little profile pic. I think that's pretty cool. It's just simple lettering, but I think it's just cool how you did that. And it translates into your name. You don't see that a lot. And Paz is trying to throw an alien meme, but like the Paz that we all know, he don't know how to do that. I don't know why that happened like that for you, but it clearly threw you under the bus. Faux show. So let's see here. My Ninja says, is it okay to send a friend request on Facebook about Boost My Stream? Yeah, you can send me a request. That's totally fine. Are you going to do another Lego DC Supervillains video? Zach, yes. We do have some more DLC that is on the way. Hopefully we'll see it sooner than later, and when that DLC hits, we will go ahead and do that. As far as other stuff, at this point, I don't think we have anything planned, but if you've got a request or something that needs to be added, or maybe we left out, let me know. Reese became the little me for HTG. Yes, he's been the mini me for a long time, and you guys probably maybe don't even know he used to do lots of Lego builds with me. He got to kind of an age where he's not so much into that anymore. Like, I think he likes building Lego, but not so much on the camera with his dad. It's kind of like a, you know, the people at school and stuff. I don't know. Personally, I think it's cool. If my dad wanted to build Lego with me, Dad, if you're watching, let's build some Lego. I don't know if they got anything you'd be interested in, but definitely down to build some Lego. Robbie says, hey, Brian, did you know that GameStop gave away the Silver Centurion and Iron Man or Iron Patriot minifigure when you purchase Lego Marvel Collection? I don't know if they have that promotion anymore, though. I did not know that. I was actually gifted a copy for myself, as well as an Xbox One and a PS4 copy to give away. And we did that giveaway for was it 2 weeks ago, giveaway for our Facebook stuffs? So if you don't follow us on Facebook, make sure you do, because we have weekly giveaways. And, like, I mean, we've given away lots of Lego games. And we'll give away more in the future as we continue to get larger, as we get closer to that 100,000 and cross that 100,000 mark. People like Warner Brothers and other people who have already sort of been supporting us are gonna even more support us. That's right, even more, sir. That's right. Like my worser word, it's more, sir. That's right. It's a new one. Add it to the Brianisms. Line it up. Since I have Lego, since I love Lego and love Lord of the Rings, I watch all your Lego Lord of the Rings. Nice, nice. We got lots of those. We got lots of other ones. It's just a phase that kids go through. I'm hoping so. You know, like I said, I'm a big kid. I'm ready to build Lego with my dad. I just don't think I got both sides. So I try to build Lego with my dad. Nah. Try to build something. No, that son doesn't want to do it. But we'll see. Reese is in the chat. At least he was a minute ago. And I've bought plenty of sets in the last 2 years. I've bought at least a half a dozen sets with intention to build them with him, and things just didn't work out. He also broke his arm. Yeah, he was in a cast for a while, so that kind of slowed things down. And But yeah, we see. Look, Reese, if you're out there watching, Brian and others miss your speed builds, man. I know that we've had a couple of. We have an anonymous donor that has made very clear that she would like to see some more builds from Reese. So, just saying. Just saying. Now Reese is trying to get a shot. Reese, you get the same. Shout out to your channel if you support me on Patreon. I guess that'd be like me supporting myself on Patreon, right? Because we pay his allowance. And if he's using that allowance money, then that's just like me supporting myself, right? Looks like I got a friend invite on Facebook. So yeah, guys, I don't have a whole lot left. I see that we got the super chat still ticking away. I wish it would save for the next time too. That would be glorious. I don't think it works that way though. When am I going to do another live stream? We will be back tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. for part 36. 36 of our LEGO Dimensions live streams. We've got, what, 5 or 6 areas left us all. And we plan on taking on at least, well, we'll plan on taking on 1 tomorrow. Let's see here. What else we got going on? Then Tuesday, we'll probably be back at some Apex Legends. However, there is some new games coming out soon, so that may change at any point. And it may change to some multiplayer games where you get to see other people like Gary and Nick playing with me. Or you might see some single-player games where I go back to that too. It just all depends on what games are coming out and what you guys want to see. And that applies to the LEGO Dimensions Aftermath too, because we only have, like I said, 5 or 6 streams left. I think it's 5 streams. 5 more streams, and then we got to go something. Yeah, Gray's confirming right there. 5 streams left. So we got to figure out something. And my plan right now is that, so we have Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Monday, Wednesday, right? So almost 2 full weeks. That Friday, I plan on live streaming a relic opening and character purchasing of our LEGO Movie 2 stuff. That's the plan. So I hope to just kind of leak out the rest of the videos that need to be completed for that before then, and then we'll do that. And at some point, too, we're going to get that DLC and be playing that. So my goal is, in a perfect world, I would love to do all the remaining free roams, then do the character purchasing / relic opening, then do the DLC. But if we get early access on the DLC, we're going to be doing that before we probably even finish anything else, especially if it's tomorrow. So let's see here. Renee's, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Your name is Nick too, huh? Oh, good job, you. Cool, cool. Did you ever get a Fortnite win? Oh yeah, lots of Fortnite wins. We got 4 or 5 wins on one stream. Are you asking about Apex? Live stream the DLC? That's not a bad plan. The only problem with that is that if I mess up, then it's messed up. I mean, ultimately, that wouldn't be a problem. I thought about live streaming the different areas, too, for LEGO Movie 2, because they do take about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to complete the full big ones. I've got some of them already knocked out, so it probably won't take me that long, but ultimately, I thought about it, but then I thought, gosh, if I make a mistake, or, the quick links are hard, and I don't have the on-screen stuff, too, because, like, yeah, quick link 1, quick link, like brick 1, brick 2, I don't have really a way to make that happen. And then, yeah, you get to laugh at me. That's always fun. You guys get to laugh at me anyways. In fact, yeah, we've had lots of laughs over on Apex. Lots of laughs. Right? Let's see here. Can you do Saints Row 4 game on HTG TV channel? Is that Saints Row? Do they still make Saints Rows? I feel like they quit making those. Let's see here. First release was in 06. Latest release was in January of 2015. Is that right? Saints Row 4. That shows 2013. So is that available on PS4? Those games are pretty wacky. I've always wanted to play them, but I never really did. Yeah, 4 is old. So is there anything newer? That'd be 41 total LEGO Dimensions videos. Yes, that is random. That is my age. That is totally random. It's funny how that worked out, huh, Adam? It's like a magic trick, isn't it? They're supposed to be working on Saints Row 5, but not sure yet. Ooh. Well, hey, I tell you what. I can make you a promise, Harry. If they drop 5, we can certainly give it a shot. I'll look into 4 and see what the costs are, what's available, if it's on the PS4 or not. If it's not, I might be able to pick it up on PS Now, which is something I do plan on getting. You know, on a side note, too, for those of you who stuck around this whole time, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but just know that actively right now, there is a guide being written for me to use to create a new video series. So that'll be coming soon, too. And I don't want to tell you what it is, but it's something that a lot of you guys have asked for and requested. And so hopefully you guys will enjoy it and get some use out of it. Let's see here. Agents of Mayhem is on the PS4, made by the same people who did Saints Row. Okay. That might be worth checking out, too. Zach says, I'm so sad because I'm not going to be able to watch your stream because I'll be at school tomorrow. Hey, Zach, it's all good, though. You know, school's important. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, real life first, right? Family first, real life first. Those are very important things that I live by and work to. You know, even ask Nick and Gary. Like, we play a lot of games all week long. I'm chatting like crazy on Skype all week long. Saturday and Sunday, crickets chirping. I'm barely around at all. Sunday today is kind of an exception because it's the last day of the month and it's game break time. But for the most part, no work takes place on most Saturdays and Sundays because my wife works like 12-hour days, 5 days a week. So we barely see her during the week. And it's important to us to make sure that we all get, you know, time together and that we create memories for Reese and for us. And keep on keeping on, as we like to say. You know, my grandparents were married for 69 years before my grandfather passed away. I don't know if I'll live long enough to reach those numbers, but you know, I've got a pretty good thing going, and I'm trying to keep it that way. So I always got to make sure that we have you know, family first rules and pass. I'm trying to be serious here, and you're like making jokes about Xbox. Ew. Yeah, I have an Xbox One. I haven't turned mine on in probably. Well, November was the last time it got turned on. It was only on for like 1 minute. Then I got turned off. I think I updated it and I turned it back off. But I just haven't played it. I don't have a live subscription. I don't really have a bunch of people that play on the Xbox Live. I know that Robert does, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but Gary, don't you have an Xbox One? And Nick, you do not, right? I'm pretty sure Nick does not, and I think Gary made mention that he might have one. Hey, man, I'd love to live to 94 or 95. Although, you know, seeing where my grandpa was at the last couple of years, you know, this last couple of months specifically, but like, you know, last 2 or 3 years. I mean, my grandfather was a coach for 28 years, basketball. Took his high school team to multiple state championships, was kind of a local legend around here. They named the basketball court after him at the high school he taught at. Always a wood chopper, always a woodsman, always a tough guy. You know, one of his most notorious comments to me, he used to always say is, you know, it would be anything. It'd be eating the extra hot dog, or, you know, chopping that last piece of wood, or whatever it was. Man up. That was like one of his staple things he used to say to me. Raising Reese, when we found out, you know, my wife was pregnant before, because we weren't married when Jillian got pregnant with Reese. So, you know, there was some kind of values there that were being questioned, and you know, he told me, you're either gonna succeed and do wonderful, or you're gonna fail miserably. And, you know, and I'll be along the way to tell you to man up, you know, and like that's just always been his thing. So one of these days I'll have to man up and make it that long. Hopefully I will, you know, but hopefully I'll make it to 90, 95, something like that. And we'll have many years to look back on. But let's see here. I have some game ideas you can play for your HTG TV channel. I'm all ears, Zach. Drop them in the chat. I don't Xbox. Nice. I do, but I'm very rarely on it. So I was correct in both of those. I traded my Xbox games a few months ago. It almost paid for the Lego Movie. Oh, that's awesome. That was awesome. Yeah, and Harry, I'll look into it for sure. I will look into seeing what's on. You know, I've been holding my breath. Like, I am very much in. Like, if they announced Dead Rising 5, which unfortunately the studio that made that was canceled or shut down. If somebody else picks that up, or maybe somehow that studio comes back and actually completes it, totally down to play it. Dead Rising 5. I have a handful of games. Like, I got like Titanfall 2, Garden Warfare. I got Sunset Overdrive. I got what is it? Zoo. The ones I can't see the names behind my other monitor. Zoo something. It's like a Zoo Sim where you get to like go and create things and all that stuff. Let's see here. Do you do any trophy achievement for Lego Marvel Superheroes? Oh yeah, tons. Absolutely. We got full on guide over at HappyThumbsGaming.com. If you guys don't know about our trophy achievement guides, you guys should do yourself a favor and head over there. We actually have a whole bunch of guides that have been written over the years. Most of the Lego games have been covered, not all. In the very beginning of Happy Thumbs, we weren't doing the written guides. But there's a link right there to all the guides that we've done. We got like, what, 3 pages or something like that? 2.5, 3 pages? All right, 1.5 pages, almost 2. But, you know, we covered things like The Last of Us, Payday 2, Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego Marvel, Lego Movie, South Park, PlayStation Home Trophy Guide, which PlayStation Home isn't even around anymore, so that's kind of nostalgic. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which is actually how and where I met Dougie Fresh. Lego The Hobbit, Tomb Raider. Let's see here. What else we got? Sniper Elite 3, Ninjago Nindroids on the... I guess that was for... Wasn't that for PS Vita? Pretty sure that was a Vita game. Yeah, so we experimented. We dabbled in a bunch of stuff. We got Lego Jurassic, Lego Batman, Lego Dimensions, Lego Marvel Avengers, Lego Marvel 2, we got Cars 3, Driven to Win, Lego Worlds, Lego Star Wars, The Force Awakens, Lego City Undercover, Uncharted, The Lost Legacy, Lego Ninjago Movie. So we got a bunch. Definitely check that link out. I just read them all off, so you guys got a good idea of what's going on. And of course, don't forget to follow us on Facebook so you guys can take part. Let's see here. Is it okay I send friend requests on Facebook about Boost My Stream? I don't know what Boost My Stream is. If that's any kind of a paid service that like I pay to get viewers or some sort of viewership, that is 100% against YouTube and Google policies, and if I were to do something like that and they were to detect it, that could shut down my whole channel. I know a lot of people use them. I'm not saying they don't work. I'm not saying... And if that's not what it is, by all means, send me the information. But if it's something that could potentially, you know, shut down my channel, I'm definitely not interested. I actually had a scare. I've talked about it many times. Playing Grand Theft Auto. Not thrilled about it. But, whoa, what the heck? I just got an invoice. It's for a web plan. It's for $8. I'll take it. That's cheap. Let's see here. My name is son of... Thanks for what, bro? What? I'm not sure what you got going on there, but, yeah. Let's see here. You excited for Borderlands 3 or pass it over? No, I'm definitely excited for it. So I hate... Okay, that's a strong word. I dislike big-time RPGs. Like, I'm not a guy that's going to play, like, Skyrim or something like that. My attention deficit requires me to, like, you know, be going fast. And you know, same with Minecraft. Like, I just couldn't get into Minecraft because everything you do in that game requires you to do something else and prep this and prep that and farm this. And I just can't get into it. So I have a hard time with that. Now, Borderlands, though, has been an RPG that I fell in love with due to the humor and the crazy art style that they use. You know, I've seen some footage of the original Borderlands, how it was going to look, and like, I'm so glad they went with the art that they chose. You know, it's been a long time. I haven't even played any of the Borderlands. This is probably 2 years or more. So it'll be interesting. I'm definitely excited for it. This Tuesday, I believe, it's either Tuesday or Wednesday, the new remastered version of Borderlands 1 comes out. So it is possible you might see us slaving away. And what's the name of that world? Why can't I think of it? I just had it and I brain farted. Anyways, that's actually where Paz coined his nickname phrase. I don't know how to do that. So I think we'll be checking that out, but it might not be on Tuesday. We may play Apex on Tuesday and then check out that on Thursday. It just depends on when it comes out. Somebody will drop it in the chat and let me know. Skyrim, no! Let's see here. Robbie says, I don't think you can catch your stream tomorrow because I have track practice at 9. And like, oh, well, that's all good, man. We'll be around, and if you can make it, great. If not, make sure you check out the replay. You can always watch the replay. I know it's not as fun because you don't get to necessarily interact with everybody, but it is still fun, and you can still read the comments and see what everyone's doing, and still have a fun time, and get all the content that you missed out on if you wouldn't have watched it. So, Brian says, if you ever can make, you could hook up Sega Genesis or older consoles. So I actually, here real quick, I'll even show you guys. I've actually set this up, and I think I've showed you guys this before. I had a Dreamcast and a PS2 all set up right there, ready to go for like 9 months. Never turned them on once. I created, when I was creating all of my overlays and all the stuff for my streams, I created 2 retro scale, because, Dreamcast is smaller. It's 480p at best. So I had to have a smaller screen. It wouldn't take up the whole screen or it'd be really pixelated. So I had to create some overlays. So here, I'll show you guys right now. So this was the overlay for HTG. This was going to be for all of the, you can see I got the chat over there. I've got, all over social media. And then, of course, the area in the middle where it says no signal, that would be, of course, where any of the gameplay would come from. I would love to get a night where I'm playing SOCOM on X-Link with some guys like Paz and maybe Robert and some other people. I don't know if Robert has the capabilities or not. But technically, the live cam, I think if I were to go and... so I have 2 different webcam setups. They're different sizes. That's actually the smaller size, so I can't turn that one on, but you can see where that would be as well. And then I basically did the same exact thing. It's just different colors and a little different theme, but I did this one for another side project that never really made it to the front grounds, but it still might at some time, and it's Brian Versus. Now you can see it's essentially the same layout, just different colors, but they were potentially going to be different channels or outlets, and it just never made it to the front grounds. So, yeah, so look at that. You guys get to see some behind-the-scenes stuff that you didn't even know existed. Pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not against that. I have a Sega Dreamcast, and I got a bunch of games. I got a handful of PS2 games as well. Most of them are SOCOM. I got 25 to Life, too, which is like one of my favorite games on that platform next to SOCOM. I know Robert's going to insert horrible comments about 25 to Life right now in the chat. But I really enjoyed that game. It was one of the closest things to SOCOM that was so different than SOCOM, if that makes any sense at all. And I really liked it. And in fact, I think that was one of the first games that you actually got a money amount, and then you had to buy your weapons and stuff. So it was very different, and it very much depended on you succeeding in the game. And if you struggled, you got owned. Let's see here. I know I've said this many times, but I really hope you get the new MK and play it, because I'm thinking about getting the game and don't know when it comes out, but I'm a huge... So, yeah, I used to play the crap out of Mortal Kombat. I loved that game back on, like the Super Nintendo days. So, I would love to relive those days. And I think... I don't know this, but I think there might be some interest between the guys that help me out on streams, Paz, Gary, and Nick. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but there may be some possibilities of that in the near future. And if there's, any information that we can provide, like trophy achievement-wise, or perhaps maybe some of the special moves. I don't know how, like, in the later games, they were showing you the moves in the menus of the game. I don't know if that's still the same or not. In the earlier days, you didn't know. You had to know somebody that knew them, or, the internet didn't really exist. So, yeah, MK Brian Versus, yeah, that would be sweet. Mortal Kombat Brian Versus, or Brian versus Mortal Kombat, playing you guys. And, that's something we've talked about, too, is having another tier added to our Patreon, where maybe, you guys have a level that you can pay to reserve spots for playing with us on the streams. We've in the past, we've let people play Fortnite and stuff with us, and we've had pretty good success. We've also had a couple of doozies, and I'm not going to mention any names to throw anybody under the bus, but, like, I don't want to have to remove somebody from a live stream. I don't want to have to police people. So that's one thing we always have to be aware of, and that's one conflict that could happen. But the whole Batman series on the HTG channel, that might be fun. There's a Sega collection game with PS4 with time. Yeah, I don't think that really has the games that we're after, though. Like, that would be fun. Worth looking into for sure. But, like, I really enjoy, like, the Dreamcast era was definitely my favorite of the Sonic era. I had the Nintendo growing up, but my best friend, my neighbor across the street had the Genesis, had the Sega, then the Genesis, and everything else all through the years. So my family bought the Nintendo side, well, his family bought, and I'm sure the parents planned it that way, so we had the best of both worlds. And back then you could go rent video games at local, Blockbusters and mom and pop movie stores. So we were always playing all sorts of games on all sorts of systems back then. But definitely Dreamcast was a favorite era of gaming on Sega. Now, I love the controller too. I still love that controller. It was meaty. It had the cool little memory cards that had like little mini games you could play on them and stuff. Pretty cool stuff. Boy, it's almost dinner time, guys. I can smell dinner. Even though I got allergies going on, I can barely sniff. I don't know if you can... It's not a very good free flow there, but I can smell dinner, which is awesome. I don't know what the wifey's making, but luckily for me, I've got an amazing chef, and she is making something delish. Delicious. I think I'm going to go now because I got to go let my bro play. All right, hey, oh, good job you, a.k.a. Nick. I remember things. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome. I'm not sure we've seen you in a previous stream, so welcome to the streams. Definitely check us out, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. if you can. If not, check the replays. And, yeah, so anybody else got any questions? Harry, you still out there, man? Renez says, any suggestions on a Lego I should play? I have been trying to 100% a load of Lego games recently. Yeah, happy to make suggestions. I don't know what you have and have not played. Yes, Crazy Taxi. That was a fun game. I love that game. Yeah. Many hours logged. Shenmue was another game that I logged like ridiculous hours on. And not that this really matters, but, to put things into perspective, like, when I had the Sega Dreamcast and I was that's when I met my wife. So, I mean, like, that whole era, like, was just glorious to me. Yes, Paz, that's right. Don't forget to hit the like button, everybody. And if you have not already, subscribed. And, hey, definitely check out HappyThumbsGaming TV if you have not already. I'm going to drop the link one last time in today's stream, and that's the last shameless plug I'm going to drop for HTG TV. Oh, come on. Go ahead and check that out. We got another couple minutes before I shut this down. Shenmue 1 is on. I never played 2. And here he is still here. Would you ever play Adventure Time? Pirates of the... Ooh. Very possible. I'll have to look into that. Something else we talked about, too, is, there's other games... And I don't know, if you laugh at me, but I'm asking genuinely, because there seems to be a consistency with a lot of our viewers here. You guys like the Lego games, the formula, the way, and like with the Lego Worlds, you hated it. Lego Movie 2, you hated it. Lego Ninjago Movie, you hated it. You like that consistent formula of like levels being played through, maybe a couple of times because you have to unlock characters and abilities to come back. That being said, knowing that formula is... God. Knowing that formula is golden, right? And you guys really love that. Shout out to that new sub over on HTG TV. I could probably figure out who it is. Anyways, God, what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. Totally brain farted. Formula. So, there is a game that's out there. Like I said, you're probably going to laugh at me. I brought it up to Tyler before Tyler had to step down. Paw Patrol. I bring this up because I actually got contacted by the developer when it was out. Like, this was three months ago, probably 4 months ago. And it's a popular show on TV. I've seen it on... I've never watched it, but I know what it is. Reading what it said from the dev, it's exactly Lego, except for it's the dogs instead of Lego characters. So, like, you play the game, and you start off with, like, one character. Maybe you play as a character you created or something. You meet different Paw Patrol dogs or characters, and each one has a different ability. So, like, just like you need to find somebody with, like, Heat Ray to melt gold, you need to find, the fire dog to put out the fire, right? So there's all these things. And I think that would be fun, and I think you guys would like that. But I don't know, and, like, we want to take risks, but we took risks on some games in the past, and it just didn't work out for us. So, we asked for feedback and all this stuff, and we don't get as much as we would like. However, I just found out I am able to throw a poll to you guys through our YouTube channel. Problem is that I don't know how many of you will see it. So we're going to try that this week. That's one of my goals for this next week, is to actually bust out with a poll and ask you guys a bunch of questions and see what's good and what you guys want, want to see from here. And yeah, so we'll check that out. Let's see here. Dominic says, HTG TV sub scared the bejesus out of me. Yes, it did. Mr. X isn't chasing. Yeah, no doubt. Pants would be ruined. Paw Patrol sounds fun. Going to check it out. Yeah, so it's by nature, if you look at the cover, like if you got your best bud with you from high school and you go to the game store and you ask for Paw Patrol, your street cred's probably going to go down a lot. I have no idea how difficult the game is. At this point, I wouldn't get the game from the developer. I would probably go purchase it from the store. But I definitely feel like it's worth maybe looking into a little bit. And I think that might be fun. And it's one of those family-friendly things, too, So, check it out. I don't remember what it's called. It's like, well, let's see here. I can look it up and tell you. Good Lord. Are you kidding me right now? Let's see here. Paw Patrol PS4. Paw Patrol is on a roll, is what it's called. It looks like, let's see here. Where's the game page? Yeah, buy now. Buy download. Let's do it. Take me to the promised land. I wonder if I just bought it. Okay, so it's $40, so it is a little bit on the lesser side of things. Graphically and everything, so this is like a super duper long link. But let's see here, I'll drop this. So that's for Paw Patrol if you wanted to check out the game firsthand. Let's see here. Do you have a feeling of wetting your pants every time that? Yes, I do. It is very similar to that. It's definitely very similar. Rishi, what's up? Welcome. Hello from the U.S. We got another UK person out there right now. What's up? Let's see here. What is your favorite Lego game? My favorite Lego game is going to be Lego City Undercover. It just hits all the feels for me with all the 80s and I guess maybe a couple 90s references to people, shows, things, pop culture. Very much enjoyed that game. It was very big. It was hard to document, especially, so you guys might not know this. The guide writers never do the free roam stuff. They always do the free play and in the trophy achievement stuff. Never. I mean, they always play it, but they never document. My guides never have the free roam info. So I always have to map the collectibles out, figure out what's going on. And, Tyler and Doug have always provided, like, small bits and pieces of information for me, but it's never been, like, a guide where there's, like, this area has 100, collectibles you got to get. No, I had to find all 40. Most of those Lego City levels, or areas, I should say, had somewhere between 45 and 60 collectibles or tasks that needed to be dealt with. That's a lot. But we nailed it. I'm pretty confident that we did an excellent job. There was a couple of things that needed to be done in a certain order. Those kinds of things have always been presented to me by my guide writers, but the collectible locations and how to get them, never. But let's see here. I know this is a long shot, but how cool would it be if you got 1,000 subs on this channel? And yes, that would be. I'm hoping, so right now we're still trying to get partnered over on HTG TV. We need to hit 1,000 subs in order to get that. There's a bunch of watch time that's required for that too, but there's no doubt we're already getting close to that watch time. So we've actually got 7 new subs today, which is huge because that channel has been kind of like an unknown. Not a lot of people know about it yet. And although I've kind of pitched it here and there, I haven't spammed it because I don't want to. I don't want the family-friendly audience to be overwhelmed with this mature content. But I want people to know about it too because although the games are mature, it's pretty easy going and fun times over there. So, definitely would be a long shot to get it. But hey, we're looking at, just over 1,500 subs till we hit the 100,000 subscriber mark. Things are going to change for us. Hopefully momentum will pick up and we'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. And yeah, let's see here. I think we're running out of stuff. I'm all caught up in the chat. Anybody else got anything? Anybody else got anything? My dinner, I think, is ready. Hey, Reese, are you still out there watching? What's up with the Din Din? You guys waiting for me? So yeah, let me know on Paw Patrol, because we're looking for a new project. So right now as it sits, I've got a project, a guide that's in the works that will be probably right after our current project, which is Lego Movie 2. And then after that, it could be Paw Patrol. You guys let me know what you guys want to see. It could be something else too. It could be, I don't know. I don't know what's for dinner, Paz. I keep asking. I can smell it, but my sniffer's all messed up. My allergies are... I'm sure you guys don't want to hear sniffing anymore, but I got about 30% flow going through there. And, but it smells delicious. It smells like maybe chicken. I'm thinking maybe Caesar salad or something. It smells kind of like, you know, pan-fried chicken of some sort. Breaded pan-fried chicken. I don't know. All right, guys. Man, special shout out to Harry. Thank you so much. Milestones were made today. And to think that we just broke our record on Friday with the $50. Now we got a $100. You certainly set the record up. Ooh, Reese says it is Caesar salad, and he's getting ham and cheese rolls. He won't eat Caesar salad. That's all good though. But again, shout out to both of my highest donators, Paz and Andrew, aka Harry Potter. Appreciate you guys a lot. And let's see here. I think I've got everything covered. Yep. Thanks for giving the warm welcome to our new guys, Gary and Nick as well. And yeah, Adam, Dominic, Brian, Zach, everybody hanging out in the chat. Harry, everybody. Are you still there, my ninja? Paz, I know Reese's out there. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out, guys. I was expecting this to be about 45 minutes long, and it's been an hour and 45 minutes long. So that's pretty crazy. Yeah, see you tomorrow. That is correct. See me tomorrow. Sorry about the blip today too. I'll reset my network today, and hopefully we won't have that issue tomorrow. It really threw everything off, right? Like, I don't know if everything's still functioning, how the DVR will work out. Was it 2 separate streams that it's going to end up being? Or I don't know how it's all going to work out. Hopefully all of the regular behind-the-scenes stuff worked out good too. But yes, thank you to everybody, Todd and Michael and Zach and Dominic and Brian and all the people that have been hanging out. Harry, appreciate you guys a lot. That is going to go ahead and wrap up our game break for March 2019. If you have not already, please head on over to our social medias. And of course, if you have not already too, check out HappyThumbsGaming.com. It would mean a lot to us. And hopefully, as time goes on with some new help around, we're going to have some more content popping up there. So it'll be worth your time. And yeah. As for me, that's going to do it. As always, until next time, peace out, Wolfie! See ya!